Isn't silence the loudest sound you can hear? That really loud quiet you feel after you've sent a message, shared how you feel, or just tried to connect with someone. And what do you get back? Nothing. You see that the message was read, but you get no reply. A conversation just stops, like it fell off a cliff. Someone who was there just disappears. It's a special kind of modern pain, and if you are watching this, you know that empty feeling in your chest very well. You're left looking at a screen, your mind racing, thinking about everything you said and did. You feel that desperate need to do something. Text again. Call him. Ask for an explanation. Make him notice you. But you need to stop. Before you type even one letter, take a deep breath. Everything you're feeling right now, that deep need to fix the silence, is exactly what will make you lose your power. He expects you to react. He might even be hoping for it. Today, we're not going to give him that. Instead, you're going to learn a plan so strong, so unexpected, that it will not only give you back your peace of mind and self-respect, but will also teach him the real, final price of ignoring you. This is not about playing games. This is about changing the whole game from the start. The price of ignoring you is losing you, for good. And by the end of this video, you will be the one who decides if he can even afford to pay that price. Did you know that the same part of your brain that feels physical pain is the part that lights up when you feel left out by others? Scientists have found that being ignored really does hurt. It's not just in your head. Your brain is telling you that this silence is a real danger. So that tight feeling in your stomach, that ache in your chest, that's a real feeling. But here's the secret. That pain is also a warning sign. It's like a fire alarm telling you that someone has crossed the line and it's time to take back your power, not by chasing someone who just showed you he isn't worth your time and energy. Let's dive in. Number 1. Why being ignored hurts your mind. Let's be completely honest. Being ignored feels like you are slowly being made invisible. 1 minute, you are sharing a world of texts, calls, jokes, and plans for the future. The next minute, you are dropped into an empty space, left to ask yourself if you ever meant anything to him at all. This isn't just about a text message that didn't get a reply. It's about the deep human need to feel like you belong, and having that need suddenly and unkindly cut off. Inside your head, this creates complete chaos. The human brain hates not knowing things, and when you are left without answers, it rushes to find a reason. Since you're the only one left in the conversation, your brain almost always looks at you. You become the main one to blame for why he disappeared. You start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Was I too annoying? Was I not interesting enough? This endless loop of blaming yourself is terrible for your self-worth, because you start to believe that his silence is a direct measure of your value as a person. And this is not you overreacting. It is a very old, deep-seated survival instinct. For our ancestors, being thrown out of the group was like a death sentence. It meant you had no protection, no food, and no way to survive. Your brain, in its ancient wisdom, still understands being rejected as a life or death situation. That's why being ignored can create such a deep, panicked feeling. It feels so big because while you know it's just a phone, deep down your body is screaming that you've been left alone and you're not safe anymore. Even more, the silent treatment is often not a mistake. It's a way for someone to have control over you. It's an indirect, manipulative tool used to punish you or make you feel unsure, which gives the person using it a sick feeling of power. By not talking, he holds all the power and creates a feeling of worry, making you try desperately to get his approval just to make the bad feeling stop. This is incredibly harmful. It slowly destroys your confidence and can make you feel worried and insecure all the time. Understanding that the silent treatment is a form of emotional control is the first step to getting your power back. His silence is not a sign of your failure. It's a sign that he is not grown up with his feelings, or even worse, that he is trying to control you on purpose. The pain you feel is real. The confusion is normal. But from this moment on, we will stop thinking his behavior is a measure of our worth. His silence is his choice. Our response will be our own. and it will come from a deep, strong feeling of our own value. Number 2, the power of your own silence. Your first feeling when he pulls away is to try to get closer to him. This is completely normal. You want to text him again, maybe with a casual message like, "Hey, just checking in," or send him a funny picture. Or maybe your worry takes over and you send something like, "Is everything okay?" Or even accuse him by asking, "Why are you ignoring me?" Every single one of these gut feelings is a huge mistake that gives away all of your power. Think about it this way. He has made an empty space with his silence. Your first reaction is to fill that empty space with your attention, your energy, and your words. When you do this, you are teaching him a very simple lesson. When I back away, she chases me. My silence is a way to make her try even harder. You are basically giving him a prize for the exact thing that is hurting you. The real comeback, the one that will completely change the situation, is to do the very last thing he thinks you will do. You are going to match his silence with your own. But, and this is the most important part, your silence is different from his. His silence is a weapon to hurt you. Your silence is a shield to protect yourself and a space for you to grow. This is not about giving him the silent treatment back as a small act of revenge. This is about making a huge change in where you put your focus. You are not ignoring him back. You are simply becoming busy because you are now focused on other things. Busy with what? You are busy building a life that is so interesting and so full of joy that you no longer need him to make you feel good. Here's why this works so well. When you do not react, you break his pattern. If he's ignoring you to get control, your lack of a response takes away his power. He cannot control someone who is not even playing his game. If he is just busy or doesn't care that much, your worried follow-up texts will only make you seem desperate and lower your value in his eyes. But your silence creates a mystery. It creates space. It makes him the one who has to wonder what you're thinking. When you go quiet, you pull all of your energy away from him. He goes from being the center of your worried world to being someone who doesn't matter. You are no longer waiting, checking your phone, and hoping. You are moving, doing things, and becoming a better version of yourself. The empty space he created is no longer filled with your worry. It's filled with your life. This is where things really change. He thought you would be a small character in his story, the girl who waits by the phone. By using your own powerful silence, you are tearing up his script and writing your own. Your silence is not empty. It is full of purpose. It is the sound of you choosing yourself. And in the world of attraction and regret, there is no sound more powerful than that. Number 3, focusing completely on yourself and the digital break. This is not a time for you to just sit and wait. This is a time for big, brave action where you become the creator of your own happiness. The goal here is not to make him notice you. The goal is to get to a point where you barely notice that he's gone. First of all, we have to cut the connection to your phone, which has become a machine that makes you worried. We are going to turn it off, archive or delete your text conversation with him. Scrolling up and rereading old messages is a way of hurting yourself, so you must stop it right now. Next, mute him on all social media, his stories, his posts, everything. Muting is a quiet but strong move that is only for your own peace of mind. You have to starve your desire to know what he is doing. Your inner peace is so much more important than knowing what he is up to. Now let's work on the most important part, your own mind. You are probably stuck in a loop, thinking about what happened over and over again. When a thought about him comes into your head, you have to fight it with a different thought. For example, when you think, "He's ignoring me because I'm not interesting enough," you must challenge it with, "Or maybe he's busy or has his own problems. His silence is about him, not a final decision on me." When you think, "I must have said the wrong thing," challenge it with, "I was just being myself. If my real self isn't a good match for him, that's just a bad match, not my fault." When the thought is, "I'll never hear from him again," your challenge is, "And if I don't, I will be okay. My happiness does not depend on one person's attention." To help you do this, you can use a simple trick. When you feel yourself starting to spiral with these thoughts, you can literally say, "Stop," out loud, and then immediately change your focus. Get up, walk to another room, play a song, or do 10 push-ups. Do anything to physically and mentally break the pattern. You have to become like a strict guard at the door of your own mind, and thoughts about him are not allowed inside. Number 4, taking back your energy and growing your presence. Right now, a huge amount of space in your mind is being taken up by him. We are going to redirect all of that energy back to the most important project in the world, you. Get a piece of paper and write down all the things you have said you wanted to do but never had time for. That book you wanted to read, the new language you wanted to learn on an app, that park you wanted to hike in, or that goal you have at work. That list is now what you will be obsessed with. Every bit of energy you would have spent checking your phone, you will now put into one of these activities. This is not just a great way to distract yourself. More importantly, it builds your self-worth from the inside. Feeling confident comes from being good at things. When you finish a goal, no matter how small, you are giving yourself real proof of your own value. Next, you can transform your physical self, not to get revenge on him, but to feel strong in your own body. Join that hard workout class you've been thinking about, sign up for a dance class, or start lifting weights and feel yourself getting stronger every day. The good feelings from exercise will fight the stress you feel, and changing your body will be a clear sign of the change that is happening inside you. You should also upgrade your daily life. Deep clean your home, organize your closet, buy new bed sheets, and create a living space that feels fresh and makes you feel good. Get that haircut you've wanted. Wear that bold outfit you were saving for a special occasion. The special occasion is your life, and it's happening right now. Your focus is no longer on being attractive to him, it's on feeling amazing and powerful for you. Finally, all of this work will change the energy you put out into the world. You need to practice owning your space with quiet confidence. Stand in front of a mirror and imagine a bubble of bright, positive energy around you, getting bigger with every breath you take. Pay attention to how you carry your body, walk with your shoulders back, keep your head held high, and make eye contact with people. These small changes send a message to the world, and more importantly back to yourself, that you are a warm, confident, and complete person on your own. Number 5, raising your social value with a great life. If the first phase was about building your own strong mind, this second phase is about letting the world see how great you are doing. Your happiness is the best statement you can make. People are social, and we often decide how valuable something is based on how much other people seem to want it. By ignoring you, he tried to make you seem less valuable. Now, we are going to change how he sees you by showing, not telling, that you have a high social value. It's time to reconnect with your friends with a lot of energy. Call up the friends you haven't seen in a while. Be the one who makes plans. Plan a lunch, a night out, or even a weekend trip. Surround yourself with people who love you and make you feel good. Their positive energy is the perfect cure for his silence. Now you should share your amazing new life, but do it with class. This isn't about posting desperate photos to say, "Look how much fun I'm having without you." This is about creating a visual story of a woman who is busy and happy. Post a picture from that hike you took, but write about the beautiful view. Share a group photo from a friend's birthday party where you look genuinely happy. Share a story about doing a great job on a project at work. The story you are telling is not, "Look at me, I'm so happy without you." The story you are telling is, "Look at this incredible life I am living." He is just one person watching from the sidelines. Let him see you doing well. Let him see you looking great. Let him see you chasing your dreams. You are not trying to make him jealous of another person. You are trying to make him jealous of your life, a life that he is no longer a part of. This creates a powerful feeling of loss for him. He isn't just missing out on you, he's missing out on the entire exciting world that you live in. Number 6. Becoming emotionally independent and setting strong rules. This is the most important part of your change. Being emotionally independent means you no longer need another person's approval to feel good about yourself. Your self-worth is no longer a delicate thing he can break. It is a fire inside you that you keep going all by yourself. You need to practice calming yourself down when you feel sad instead of reaching for your phone to text someone. Notice the feeling, accept it without judging yourself, and then do something nice for yourself. Take a hot bath, listen to calming music, or write down your feelings in a journal. This teaches your brain that you can be your own safe place. You need to build a life that is so strong and full that one person's presence or absence can't knock it over. Think of it like a sturdy table with many legs. You have your job, your friendships, your hobbies, and your health. The man who ignored you was just one leg of the table, and you are proving that your table can stand perfectly fine without him. You have to understand, deep in your heart, that his choice to ignore you was about him, his own problems, his own fears, or his own level of interest. It was information about him, not a final decision about you. A truly confident woman knows that she is the prize, and if someone doesn't see that, it is their loss, not hers. This new mindset is your protection plan for when he eventually comes back, because he probably will. When he sends you that casual, "Hey stranger" message, the new you will see it as a test. This is where you use your calm, strong rules. A rule isn't a wall to keep people out. It's a gate with rules for who can enter. Do not reply right away. When you do reply, be polite, but a little distant. If he asks to see you, this is your moment to be clear. You can say something like, "I might be open to that, but to be honest, I was confused when you disappeared before. I'm not interested in that kind of inconsistency." For me, clear and respectful communication is really important. This is powerful because you are calm. You use I statements to talk about your feelings, you state your needs very clearly, and you put the responsibility back on him. It is now his job to explain his behavior and do better. A guy who is truly interested will say he's sorry and step up. A guy who was just looking for attention will be scared away. No matter what he does, you win. Number 7, the reason for his regret. Let's be clear. The main goal of all this is for you to feel powerful. But a very strong and very likely side effect is that he will feel deep and serious regret. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's based on how people predictably behave. While you have been busy working on yourself, you have accidentally been setting the perfect trap for his ego. The number one reason for his regret is seeing you doing great without me. His ego probably made him think that you would be sad and waiting for him, with your life on hold. When your social media and what he hears about you tell a completely different story, a story of joy, confidence, and personal growth, it breaks that false idea. It's a direct hit to his feeling of importance. It forces him to ask himself, was I not as important as I thought I was? Next, there is the power of people wanting what they can't have and hating to lose things. When you were easy to get, you were not seen as very special. By going silent and focusing on yourself, you have made your attention a rare thing. Studies show that people feel the pain of losing something much more than they feel the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. He didn't see it as a loss at first when he ignored you, but now, seeing the incredible woman you are, he has to see his choice as an active loss. He sees your value going way up after he decided to let you go, and that feeling of seller's remorse can be very strong. Also, think about the power of unanswered questions. Your silence creates a big mystery for him. He is left wondering. Did she even care that much when I left? Did she meet someone else? Why wasn't she upset and chasing me? He has no clear answer, and his mind will race to fill in the empty space. That mystery will take up much more space in his head than any angry text you could have ever sent. In the end, he will most likely regret ignoring you because you successfully proved that his first judgment of you was terribly wrong. He looked at you and decided you were not worth his time and effort. Your actions since then have shown him, without you having to say a single word, just how wrong he was. You became a woman with high self-worth in reality, not just in words. So if he does come back with that "Hey stranger" text, he is not just trying to start something again. He is trying to fix his big mistake. He is coming back because the price of ignoring you, losing the amazing happy person you have become, is much higher than he ever thought it would be. So, we come to the end of our plan, but for you, this is really just the beginning. The most important truth to take away from this is that the final price he pays for ignoring you isn't your anger or your sadness. The final price is that he can never have access again to the incredible woman you are becoming. This journey was never really about him. It was about you understanding that you were always the prize. It was about taking back the energy you were giving away so easily and putting it where it really belongs, into yourself. The change you have started, the self-improvement, the new hobbies, the stronger friendships, the strong rules for how you expect to be treated, this is your new life. This is the new you. You have built a kingdom where your self-worth